Okay, we're starting. Pass these down. Pass them down.
Pass the beer.
It's like what is that? With the take one down, pass it. What is that? 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
It's a song about beer, Corey.
Oh, he brought his own beer. That's right.
That doesn't
Dude,
mean
he's
he
got that
doesn't
double
still-
deuce.
We can't drink
How
this.
did
We're sponsored by
Jordan know?
Oh, you're sponsored by Pabst? Shit.
Why
Oh,
is Jordan
I'm
not
just
here?
gonna.
I was going to compliment y'all on that. Whose idea was that? The Pabst Blue Ribbon Pass Comfort?
That was my dumb ass.
No, it's perfect. It's fucking awesome, and I want one. Kurt, you don't drink beer, do you?
I mean, I do. I'm just trying to refrain from it right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting to get sick. So
You got that bullshit that's been going around? You got
I
like a
don't
dizzy
know.
head? And
No,
have you got the cold sweats yet?
No,
Oh, okay. So
that sounds awful though.
it's fucking terrible, and you don't want it. All right, Pass Comfort in the building.
Howdy, dude.
Howdy doody. Howdy do. Well, what a great start. All right. Now, so you dudes just went on tour, and you took our boy Kurt along with you.
Hello.
How long have you guys been a band?
Well, current outfit, like 6 months. But
Mm.
me and Taylor have been in a band together for like the last 4 years.
Oh.
So our lineups changed, names changed. It's kind of,
Okay.
gone the ins and outs. But Past
Gotcha.
Comfort, where it's at now, has been like 6 months. But Past Comfort as a band, like a year.
How long have you? So are y'all playing the songs you two had, and then you guys just
No, we don't
came
play
in?
any of that old stuff.
Not really.
Pretty
Really?
much
So y'all
all
wrote
new stuff.
all new stuff and went on tour and played all these awesome shows
Yeah. pretty
locally.
much. Yeah. The last 6 months have definitely been like the best that we've had so far, for sure.
Wow.
As a band, yeah.
Yeah, me and Jordan just kind of like went the fuck off. Me and Jordan just kind of went the
We've been
fuck
meeting a lot
off.
of great people too
And so-
that have really been
You
helping
you
us
can
out.
you can pull that kind of towards you, man, and just be careful because it
I know,
it
keeps
tilts.
falling out.
Yeah, sorry.
It's loose.
It's not the right clip for that
juice is
heavy ass
loose.
microphone. Dude, that's crazy. So who booked the tour?
It was Passenger Entertainment, Joe Day, Adam Clark from Rarity. Those
Okay.
guys. They're out of Canada.
Wow. How'd you get hooked up with those guys?
So my old band, Vera Forever, we played with them on a date in Springfield, Missouri with Belmont,
Mhm.
and I met them through that. And it's a really, really long story, but basically that band broke up, and I asked them to like consider putting Past Comfort on a tour that we had planned on for Vera Forever. And so they did that, and that's basically how it happened. So
Oh, okay.
there's a bunch of really weird moving parts, but yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
you
really-
got go ahead,
oh,
sorry. No, go ahead.
We really appreciate them doing that too, because they didn't know anything about us, and we just kind of were like, "Well, listen to our old EP, and then this shitty demo that we recorded on a laptop with no vocals on it." We're like, "This is what we're playing now," and they were just like, "Okay, good enough."
It
Damn.
took about a week after I emailed him, but like he finally replied after about a week, and he was like, "Yeah, we're cool with it. This is what we need you to do if you're gonna do it." I was like, "You got it." So
Oh, that's fantastic.
We just
Yeah.
got real lucky.
yeah, we really did. It was a really cool.
With every cool thing, there's a little bit of luck involved, you know?
Yeah.
You can't just go out there and just expect it all to just work out. Hard work goes, the distance, but there's some luck involved. Right place, right time kind of shit. It's what it sounds like anyway.
That's pretty much how it was.
So how was the tour?
It was a
It-
lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Probably
It's
was more
alright.
fun without Kurt.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding. We had a total blast. Like I don't think it could have gone any better.
Do you guys
I wouldn't
remember the
change anything.
dates? Like the
Yes.
show dates? Like what cities did you go to? All that kind of stuff?
So we were in Nashville on the 15th,
Yeah.
Alabama on the 16th,
Mm-hmm.
off day after that.
Florence, Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The off date, we just went back to Nashville. The next day would have been Louisville.
Louisville,
and
and,
then-
then
Another off day.
And
and
then
then
another
another
off
off day, then Cleveland, Lakewood, Ohio, and
Right
then
outside.
Columbus, and then Erie,
What-
Pennsylvania.
What took the trophy for the best show?
Erie,
for sure.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Okay.
Definitely.
That's what I was thinking.
Elvis kind of hit that show out of the park
Oh, yeah.
up there with Aorta. They just they got the most kids out, and it
Yeah.
was a new venue, and it was just a really sick show.
Oh.
Like really good bands on the bill, and they came out for
Is
it.
that the one you sent me that looked like an old airplane hangar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That venue was
So
so
cool.
sick.
It was like kind of underground. Like all the windows were like we had our van parked right there, so it was just like looking up like at the ground. It was weird. I keep not talking into the mic. Like the more I talk, I just back more and more away.
Yeah,
From it.
lots of people. Todd's the world's worst.
I see like hold it.
You can if
Just
you
like
want.
get a fucking gear head on my.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like right
headphones actually help a lot with that, but you know, shit costs money.
Oh, yeah.
But and this
What
is
is
on a
that?
budget. What's that? Yeah. Did y'all make any?
We got home without killing ourselves.
Broke even?
that's- Yeah, pretty much.
Sick.
something like that.
Even enough.
Even
Yeah.
enough. Like,
Sweet.
On gas.
The band lost no money.
We made enough to like
did.
pay for gas.
Well,
It's just
yeah, that's typically how that
Mostly
happens.
merch sales.
Mostly what?
Mostly out of merch sales is what got us through it.
Every
you guys
time.
did pretty decent on merch too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we had like
all
7
but like
shirts
6
left.
shirts. Yeah, something like that.
What'd you leave with? 50?
It was
Like-
like 30.
It was a little over 30.
30.
Oh, not bad. Not
We had, like, a
bad.
shit
Not bad
ton
at
of
all.
Too bad.
Buttons, stickers, and pins.
Actually, I should have did this at the top, but let's go around and say names and who does what, because people are just hearing voices. Probably don't have a fucking clue who's talking. It's just a band.
Just start here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Eamon Borst, and I do vocals.
Okay.
I'm Taylor Stewart, and I play drums.
I'm Jordan Ward and I play guitar.
I'm Chance Wallace and I play guitar and shittily sing backup vocals sometimes.
Mm.
I do that too.
Yeah, them shitty backup vocals. That's
Yeah.
where I'm king. Reign supreme with the shitty
best.
backup. Mainly because I'm out of fucking breath.
I just do the same thing with this. I just
Yeah, I don't
back
know how
away
you
from
could
the
do
mic
that.
and
My
sing.
hands tore.
It sucks. We were just doing it, and all my mics are clearly in here.
Yeah.
So Todd has his own microphone, so he has to act as like a boom when my parts come up, and then I'm like stretched forward, like. "Ah!" So it sucks even more when I do things like double book myself.
Yeah.
One of the
And
shows
even
we
when you
played-
have a microphone, you hit it with your sticks.
That's true.
one
It
of the
comes through
shows we
pretty loud.
played Only had one mic, and Eamon kept having to put the mic up to my mouth for me to sing it with
Yeah.
him. Like there's like some parts where we do like melodies, and I was just like in his face. We were both just like, ah.
That
Oh,
was in
boy.
Louisville, right?
Take a
think
minute
so.
for. Wait a minute. One mic total period.
Yeah,
So
like,
no
literally
drum
one
set. No.
mic in the whole place.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? What was the PA?
Not even a speaker to
I
hook
don't
it
even
into.
know what the heck the PA was.
I don't even know.
Like,
Not even a fucking.
Louisville was interesting. The promoter was like super great, and he obviously did what he could with like the venue changing.
Where did you guys play in Louisville?
Oh, what? That,
The Open Community Arts Center right across from the Louisville Cardinal Stadium.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was cool. Like it was a cool place, but
It's a cool place. What do you say?
just because
But
like,
no
I don't
one
know what-
showed up.
No one showed up. Yeah,
it was
the
sick.
big thing.
One girl showed up.
Both the locals dropped off like last minute, so
Yeah.
kind of.
I blame SLA dying.
Yeah, they were playing the same
Yeah,
night.
Yeah, if
the
y'all hear
Cardinals.
this,
We almost
it's
LA
your
Dodgers.
fault. Our
not
Louisville
went
days.
to our show and went to theirs instead.
If only was on it though, so it was a really cool.
Yeah,
show.
the other touring band we played with was really, really good. So it was worth it.
Yeah.
To what? No one, or you say no one
We
showed
played
up?
to
but
each
what-
other.
There was
like
like
two
Each
people.
other and the
A
promoter
total
and
of
one
4
girl who
people
showed
throughout
up.
the night that
Okay.
wasn't in a band.
Yeah.
Well, that's how that goes.
It is what it is. You
It was
know?
a cool
I mean,
practice.
We played in a brewery,
It
and
was a cool practice for sure.
Shout out to Andrew though, because he still bought us pizza and paid.
Oh yeah, the
Out of
promoter was
pocket.
cool. He
Oh,
was a
really?
nice guy.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
well-
he took care of us.
kudos to that guy. That's
Yeah, even though no one showed up, we still got a little bit of money.
A
Cool.
genuine class.
He probably
act
just
from that
paid
guy.
out of pocket for it.
oh awesome. Because one time we toured and played in Texarkana, and they told us it was our fucking fault, and then we were like, "Oh, it's our fault. No one showed up in Texarkana." And no, it was the lady didn't want to pay us. She didn't want to pay us, and so a mom that was there with the other bands, the local bands, overheard that, and they gave us money, and then we were like, no.
Yeah.
So we like gave them honestly more merch than what the money they get just because they were so nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's like, yeah, that was a one-time deal. I've never had that happen to me in 20 years of playing.
60 kids paid to get in that show.
And y'all
Oh,
weren't
okay.
getting
Still
anything?
That's
kinda
right.
payroll?
That's right.
And y'all weren't getting.
Yeah, we
anything
weren't getting
for
anything.
traveling
Yeah.
and all? Wow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm confusing the two. Yeah, they said we were a local band.
So then Memphis is local.
We got it there
And
too.
Springfield.
Yeah, Lame Johnny played in Memphis on the tour we went in November, and literally the other band showed up and then left. So it was just us.
Like didn't play.
Yeah,
Just,
like-
showed up and was like,
No, they were there for our entire set, and then they went outside in the last song. I was like, cool, they're gonna, like mentally, you're like, oh, they're gonna be bringing their gear in.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they left.
they just left.
Yeah, they just fucking left.
That's awesome. But also not
I was
awesome.
like, damn, we must suck something
They're
awful,
like, damn,
man.
we can't live up to that.
They didn't know how to follow you.
That's
what it
that was
was.
really good.
Well, that's the
That's what you tell yourself.
that's what you tell yourself, but
Y'all were just so good they didn't even want to play.
that's what we'll say. Scared them. So I know you guys went on tour, and there's always tour stories. So, and I want to know what the fuck Free Rondo or who. I got to know the story because I had to fucking wait till tonight to get the story. Because so who wants to tell it?
I mean,
Kurt?
I can start it, and we can kind
We
of
can just
rotate
tag
through like
team
we
it.
always do.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had just played in Columbus, and we were on our way back to stay at the vocalist from Deadfall's house. He was nice enough to let us stay with him. So shout out to Jake for letting us do that. It was really cool. So we're on our way back to Cleveland, well, Kent, right outside, and we stopped at a Denny's attached to a gas station.
It
to
was
eat.
awful.
And it was awful, but
One old
it was
lady running
also
the whole
great
thing.
because food is food. But
Yeah, but diarrhea is also diarrhea,
That's
and
true.
you should avoid it.
Honestly,
true.
that was the best chicken fried steak I've had in a
No,
while.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't.
starvation makes you say crazy
Yeah,
things.
that's
I mean,
true.
all of it tasted like pepper, but
This gravy is great.
You're killing Todd.
It's
funny.
But so we get a message. We had like a group chat with Deadfall to
Right.
like help us communicate.
Were y'all on
everything.
tour with them? That's yeah. Okay,
It was,
okay.
it was like a dual tour. They
Joint
headlined
tour,
every
right.
night, and we played with them. Which, if you haven't checked out Deadfall, they're from Ohio, and they're just ridiculously good. So you should. 'cause
yeah, their
Were
new
they-
EP is so good.
yeah, so good, just incredible. So
What,
do
did you
that.
say a 8-piece? What'd you say?
Their new EP,
Oh, new EP. I was like, they're an 8-piece. What?
their new 8-track is fucking
Their drummer could just like be in the band by himself though. Like that's how talented
Yeah.
this guy is.
Yeah,
now I
it's
gotta
great.
check
Nick's
him out.
Yeah,
pretty
you
cool.
really do. And he hits the drums so fucking hard, dude.
Ah, now I really have to
Kinda
check
make
him
me
out.
feel like a bitch.
But we were sitting in that Denny's, and we get a message from Nick, their drummer,
Right.
and he's like, we're gonna be a little late getting back to Kent because Rondo just got arrested, and we're like,
No, they didn't say that at first. They said they got pulled over.
Okay, so they got pulled over.
So we're like, oh, okay. So they're chilling a little behind us, and then time goes on, and we're eating, and then we get more messages, and they're just like, yeah, they're just kind of talking to us right now, and then they ended up saying, okay, they're taking Rondo to the station, and we're all just like, what?
What?
Like, after all this time, they're taking someone in, and so we're just like freaking out at the Denny's, like, what happened? Like trying to get the whole story, and then what happens after that?
I mean, we finally just got to Jake's house, and his roommate. No, we just like walked in the back door.
yeah, he let
And,
them out.
Yeah, he wasn't there for a
Jake
while.
gets there like 3 hours later, and he was just like, "You guys ever feel like you're having a bad day, and it just gets totally fucking worse?" And he was like, pretty much said that the cops pulled him over because Rondo was driving, and he was passing a semi, and like I guess it was like windy, so the van like kind of swerved.
Super.
So they pulled him over, and they were like,
super.
they were tried to like.
They gave him field sobriety,
yeah,
and he passed like 2 forms of field sobriety.
What?
And
They
so
didn't,
they didn't breathalyze him or
yeah.
anything, and they took him like back to the station and like gave him a piss test and everything.
No, they were like, look, they said that he
arrested
had like heat bumps on his tongue and green.
Yeah, they
film
were trying
under
to
it,
say that
saying
he was like
smoked
smoking
weed.
pot, but
Then-
everyone in the van was like, he doesn't smoke. Like he is the only one out of us that like has never like doesn't smoke at all.
And then another cop was like in their van. He was like literally standing in their van, shining a flashlight at him, like,
Always.
"Which one of y'all smoked weed with him?"
Uh-huh.
And they're like, "None of us, dude." And then they made Kate, this girl that was with them, drive this big ass van all the way back to the station.
What the?
And then they had to wait like 2 more hours before they could get him out. And like they
The
never
allegations
breathalyzed him or
changed, like, 3
anything.
times. Like,
Yeah,
they thought he was drinking. He passed field sobriety. Then it was he had green film on his tongue. So they thought he was
What
smoking weed.
a load
And
of
then-
fucking
Yeah.
horse
Yeah,
shit
pretty
is
much.
that?
Get back to the station. They were like, "Well, you were also shaking while we were talking to you outside the van, so we think you're on pills." So,
So it was
we're
It's
gonna
like
need
30
you to
degrees
take a drug
outside.
test."
He's getting
30
interrogated
degrees
by the
outside.
police,
Yeah, we're
and they're
fucking
going to say that he's
Ohio,
like
and-
shaking, so that's like evidence of him
What
being
the
on drugs.
fuck?
Yeah.
So they pretty much were like,
They
didn't
were
wanna
just
make
mad they
themselves
couldn't
look
find
stupid,
anything.
So they just tried to get him on something. They gave
They
him
tried to get him on
excuses.
anything they could.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
gave him
Yeah.
excuses
Yeah. Thursday
for,
night.
They
It was
charged
like
him. Oh.
Thursday night.
What,
yeah.
what day of the month?
Shut up, Todd.
The
October.
That one was
21st.
Thursday, right?
Getting close to quota time.
Yeah. End of the month.
Yeah.
Gotta rack up
Yeah,
those tickets.
well, shitty practices are, no need for a fucking quota anything.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Because I'm pretty sure they did charge him with like.
Yeah. He said
was
he,
like
he had to go
under-
back for court like that
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, he's got to get.
under
He has to get a
DUI.
lawyer and go back to court.
It was some kind of general like DWI or something.
But like,
of this-
it,
of that
but like they
nature.
couldn't prove it. You know.
Oh,
It's like-
okay, because
Yeah.
that's completely
Yeah.
justifiable.
Yeah.
It was just
Right.
a generic like. We think you might have been. Now prove yourself.
So
wrong.
he
Wasn't
Prove
he
that
wasn't a
you
person
weren't.
of color,
No.
was he?
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
just checking. So
That
just
would have gone a very different way.
yeah, yeah.
He was
Just
just
feel
a
fucking. I feel
law-abiding
bad for
citizen.
him.
Yeah, it was because he was also
What the
just
fuck?
quietest member of that.
Yeah,
that
Yeah, like he was
too,
like the last
when,
person you'd
like,
expect to do
He's
anything.
a nice guy.
And now he's just got to go
he's-
through all this bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now he's gonna have to
Yeah.
go to court.
So we all
He's gonna have to do
tweeted.
stuff.
We were all on Twitter and we're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Free Rondo!"
Yeah, I saw all the tweets and retweets and all the things. Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is Rondo?
That's our boy.
His name's actually Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah. He goes by Rondo.
It reminds me of that movie, Idiocracy. Rondo is what plants crave. Like that's what I was thinking the whole time. Rondo is what plants crave. Anyway, that was.
It was actually Rajon Rondo from the Celtics.
I don't know who that is.
Basketball fans.
No,
Rondo
I
got
don't.
He's at the
arrested.
Lakers now, so that.
I only care about the Celtics.
Okay.
Was that the one where no one showed up the worst night? What was the worst night?
I
was
probably
probably
that
the other night when no one
as a
showed up.
whole.
No,
was
the
just
Alabama
worst day
show
of
was
court.
some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
But people ended up coming out to
Yeah.
that show, so it wasn't that bad.
It was bullshit, but it wasn't bullshit at the same time.
There was just a lot of.
Bad promoter.
Well, there
What
was,
promoter?
yeah.
There was no promoter. So what happened was the good promoter that originally had helped plan the show. They were really cool. Their venue got shut down, and so there was a last minute venue change, and they were not involved with the show at that point. And it was just this guy's house, and he was the one running the show. Except like there was no show being run. It was like we were told to do whatever we wanted, basically. And so it was
There
kind of like
literally
you
came
can
up
play.
to us, was like, yeah, people typically show up around 9. Then y'all can fucking start whenever you want. And we were just like,
and it wasn't
okay.
it just like we had no direction. It wasn't that he wasn't like nice and all that, but like we just didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Right.
And then
It was
and the biggest problem was there was no reliable power source in the basement where we were playing.
That wasn't even the biggest problem.
Well,
That's-
you're right. That
The
wasn't
biggest problem were the boots in the bathtub.
Oh my god!
Okay.
The
There was
Dookie
a
boots.
party going on upstairs that no one from the party came down to watch the live music.
Yeah.
playing.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
eventually they would
Eventually.
come down when the music would start. Everyone would come downstairs and they would kind of vibe out, and then between sets they would go back upstairs and party.
What the fuck?
there was a
and
pretty
then just come
decent
back down.
sized group
But
of
yeah, there was like 20 or
teenage
30
kids that
kids up
came
there
out and
just
watched for a
chilling.
little bit.
They didn't
Shout
talk to
out
us, though.
my coworkers who drove 5 hours from
Yeah.
Arkansas
Yes.
to come to that show.
What?
They are the real
I
MVPs.
was sitting there on that couch in that weird ass basement / garage /
yeah.
and we saw them pull up, and I was like, that kind of looks like Julia's car, but I was like, we're in fucking Alabama. But then they and her and like 4 of my coworkers got out, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's
is
pretty
going on?
awesome,
It was
dude.
really cool.
Can't say I've had anyone drive that far to see me fucking play music before.
Yeah, it was insane. They get free tickets for life
No.
when we blow up and act like we don't know nobody.
Hold on, Todd's trying to tell me that I have who?
The girl that broke her back.
Oh, yeah,
She drove like
that's
more
right.
than 5 hours.
Did she break her back at a
At a
show?
My Hands to War show,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh, she fractured her spine. Okay,
I
let's
mean,
just.
Man, she got like, carried
I mean, well, basically, she was crowd surfing and fell, and then on her back was a giant boot print,
Oh my god.
and it was like the first fucking couple of songs. She missed all of it.
Damn.
Yeah,
And she had drove how long?
It was like 4 hours.
4 hours?
It wasn't
Damn.
5. It was less than what he said.
Still, though.
It's still true.
Yeah. Shit. Well, what's even fucking crazier is she tweeted from the thing like had so much fun like in the ambulance. Like what? That's how we found out. We didn't even know. She got carted off in a stretcher and everything, and
That's so crazy.
yeah, it was pretty wild.
I mean, like
That's,
the first
that's how
time I
into
saw
your
y'all
music
was
you
at-
were.
huh?
That's how into your music you were.
Oh yeah, there's no paying attention.
Like
when
somebody died mid set, and you're just like, I didn't even notice.
you're- yeah, didn't even
Roll
notice. Well, neither did the
Next
Who.
song.
Neither did the Who. They had like 7 people die at one of their shows.
Holy crap!
What was coming in? They got stampeded.
I mean, for my first time seeing y'all being at the Rebuild the Stage show, I mean, I can say it's crazy enough that like I honestly wouldn't have noticed if some girl would have fractured her spine during our set either. Like he's busy walking on the crowd, and
Yeah,
like, you have 40 people on stage headbanging to your set. I mean, I probably wouldn't have noticed much either.
His new goal is 60 now that the stage is bigger.
Hell
yeah.
Now they can support more.
Dude, after we toured that stage apart, I was like, how the fuck
Yeah.
did these
How did
people
all these
stand
people
up
get
here,
up there?
dude?
How was that place not just like a blimp? I mean, a blob.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, there's so many times when like I've jumped and then like come back down, and I've been like, "Whole."
Oh, yeah.
Dude, my
It's almost like a
cab-
little mini trampoline to jump on top of people with.
Literally.
Yeah.
Go
My
ahead.
cab just fucking like goes back and forth. Like
Oh, yeah.
that the whole
All night.
time.
Not anymore.
Oh, not anymore, baby. Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
That's all night, though. Your drummer, fucking cymbal stands doing this bullshit, waving at you.
It's cool. It's like a mini trampoline while you're playing.
Hey, be honest. Have you ever missed a cymbal because it was
'cause it was
moving?
moving real
Yes.
far away.
Thank you. Thank you. It's the most bullshit thing. You're like, what the? I swear to God, it's the same spot. And you look and it's just like, awesome.
Bitch.
It's a China symbol. You could have missed it.
Well, yeah, we don't. We just.
Yikes!
Yeah,
Hot
no,
take over here.
no Chinas. Not the country, but the symbol.
Yeah, you should definitely clarify.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
We play, we play alternative music, and I still use a China symbol.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh
From
no!
time to time.
I use I like the trash crash where you stack 2 broke cymbals on top of each other. I'm into that.
Silhouette, didn't you?
Okay, Matt
You have
Garcia.
like a little stack
Hold on.
that you,
You
use.
say you use that?
What's that?
Aren't we playing with y'all soon?
Yeah.
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 Well, you'll be on. Have you guys ever played Rev Room yet?
No.
This will be.
This is the first time. Oh,
Well,
dude.
I've watched
Well,
some
May
of the
we're playing
1st
it
is our
May
first
1st.
time actually.
Will be
We're-
the first time.
We're
Oh.
playing with Hail the Sun on May 1st.
Oh,
at the
okay.
Red Room, and then we have
The Go for
the
Gold show will be
Gold
the
show
second
after that.
time.
Oh, okay. You're gonna love it, dude. The sound is fucking
I'm so excited.
ridiculous.
When we
Yeah,
got
I'm so
like
excited.
offered to play the like that was the biggest
Right.
reason we accepted that show. We were just like opportunity to play the Rev Room. Fuck yeah! I'm like,
It's gonna sound like pine
And then the
trees.
second time,
on
Go
the
for
smooth
Gold
sands of
opportunity, we were
Malibu
like,
Beach.
with all these bands. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll do it.
but yeah,
Hell
two
yeah!
really sick shows at the Rev
Brother.
Room in the same month. I'm fucking down.
I didn't even know that we were on the show until it was promoted because they just asked, and I thought it was just like a general thing. Because usually, like when you're shopping a big show, you kind of shop around. It's like, oh, would you be interested? Would you? Blah blah blah. So that's all I heard was, hey, would you guys be interested? And it's like, yeah, we're cool. Yeah, that would be
you're on
fun. Yeah. And then the flyer came out, and I was just like, oh. So we're on the show.
We're doing it, dude.
Oops. I should pay more attention. Or maybe ask more questions.
I need to blame it on me.
Yeah.
Spencer's also a smooth talker, so I mean, that kind of happens like that.
I don't even know if it was Spencer. I'd have to go back and look. I don't even think it was him. Was it his? Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. So what else, guys? I know Kurt got like hella drunkified and was tweeting all night.
I would never.
We had a good time.
Well, the show in
saint.
Alabama was such a disaster.
Oh yeah.
Wait. So
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Alabama then day off, and y'all
Yeah.
drove back to Nashville?
Yeah, so basically we were playing in Alabama, and that show is just kind of a disaster from top to bottom because of just every single bit of it. And so
Right.
so everybody who was playing that night's solution was like, we're just gonna drink and get through this, all right? And so we all kind of drank some Tennessee honey, and as our good friend Nick would say, it does go down smooth.
Go down
and,
smooth.
It attacks smooth too.
And the
Sneaks
guy
up on
who
you.
was running the show was like, "Y'all are welcome to stay here tonight if y'all
We were
wanna
like,
or whatever."
no.
We were like,
yeah,
"Nah."
fuck you.
We were like, "We're good. We've got it under control. We've got a place to stay or whatever." And we were gonna go just stay in a Walmart parking lot, and we pulled into that Walmart parking lot, and
Yeah.
No, we
It
pulled
was
in the
Planet Fitness,
Oh,
yeah.
Planet Fitness. Okay,
and we
yeah.
saw those cops like assaulting people across the street.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it with y'all and cops on this
I
tour,
don't know.
man?
I don't
They just
know.
pulled up on this dude like walking down the
Out
street,
of
just
nowhere.
super aggressive. Like got out of the
jumped
car,
out,
like
like-
holding their guns on their hip, and we're like talking to him, and we're like, "Dog, let's just
Look, we
fucking
gotta
go to
get out of here.
Nashville.
Like, we
gotta
can't
get
sleep
the fuck
here."
out of here." We were planning on
Fuck.
going back for the day off because it was St. Patrick's Day, right? That was the next day. That was Sunday.
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
We
Nashville
didn't
and St.
hardly
Patrick's. We
fucking
didn't
even
really
do
do
anything.
No,
We
y'all-
didn't really do
We
it.
ate
had to-
tacos.
Yeah,
Where?
They were not good
Disappointing
tacos.
ass tacos.
They were
Nasty
just-
ass.
Wait. Shut up, Todd. Wait, what?
Denny's tacos would have been better than those
We went to this-
$55,000 tacos that we ate.
It was
No, it's
like,
like
this
Taqueria
really
del Sol.
like
Taqueria
fancy-
del Sol.
Yeah.
It was like a
It was a
wannabe
hipster
local
spot.
lime.
It was just an expensive ass hipster taco place.
Dude, I told him where to go eat.
Was it Cookout?
Wait,
No,
did you?
fuck no. Hattie B's, man.
We fucked up cooking.
I don't
Where?
remember any of that.
You probably don't.
No.
You asked me, you tweeted food places Nashville, and I said Hattie B's.
Yeah,
only.
yeah. You said
Hardy
some hot
Bees.
chicken, right?
Yeah,
Hot
He
chicken.
never mentioned that once.
You
Yeah,
did
hey,
say-
thanks.
I definitely
Kurt.
said it originally when he tweeted back, but then that was.
But I didn't get Twitter till halfway through tour, so
That's true.
The only time you looked at Twitter was when you were drunk tweeting about the random stuff that was going on.
and then the guy almost hitting our van that I like yelled at and we tweeted about
Yes,
that.
this,
Oh my
this semi like almost took out the van.
No,
Wait,
it was when we were in Louisville. Yeah.
Oh.
He's got road rage stories.
Well, our cop story is actually quite different. We got pulled over
No, I'm
in
talking about cop stories. I'm talking about Nashville.
oh Nashville.
You yelling.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're trying to cut 8 lanes and you have a trailer and a Suburban, and the trailer
Yeah.
was massive. I mean, we had a bigger trailer back then because we rolled with all this shit, and it was dumb. And we had the Suburban. It was like 34 feet.
Damn.
It was stupid.
Yikes.
That was Jordan when that trucker almost hit our van, honestly.
Yeah, so we were parked trying to load our stuff in.
Yep.
And this guy, or
I'm trying to load up to leave.
to
Like, this is
leave,
the end
yeah,
of the
we
night.
were parked. And this dude just like pulls up to this right turn and stops and sits there for a minute as if he's like, maybe I can do that.
make that.
There was no way.
So
Like
imagine
there's
this
no
table
sim-
is the parking lot. This
Okay.
space right here is the street, and this is like the turn he was trying to make.
He was
it
trying to make a
into.
fucking right
And our
angle
van is
turn
like
into
right
an
here,
alley.
stopped where Chance is, and he's trying to turn an 18-wheeler into this.
So
little
literally
space.
anyone who isn't a fucking moron just would have known that it wasn't gonna work. And he just like kept going for it, and I was like, guys, I might have to go tell him to stop before he actually stops. And then sure enough, he got within a few feet, and I just like went around and I like waved him down and had him roll the window down. I was like, stop moving, you're gonna hit the van.
No, you were like, don't you move another fucking inch.
Yeah, Jordan got real with that.
I got scared. I was like, damn,
I was
Jordan.
like, yeah, because
Is it Jordan's car? Is it his
It was
car?
our van,
Yeah.
though.
Oh, y'all
Our
have a
van.
van?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was about to rip off the whole fucking front end of the van.
You've been a band for 6 months and have a van already?
Oh yeah, we gathered up $4,000 in like 2 weeks. So now we've got
That's like a whole nother story.
ramen noodles.
Yeah, we've been a band for 10 fucking years. We've never had a van.
so
we have
we
to
robbed this bank, right?
You guys are ballers, right?
So basically, it was like
No.
Bear Forever wasn't going to be on the tour. Jordan had just kind of come over and started playing with us, and Jordan was like, I don't know about asking him if we can play this tour. And I was like, dude, just shoot him a message. If he says no, he says
worst
no.
he can
But
say is
like,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if he
But
says
he
yeah,
didn't.
we've got a tour in like what was it, like 2 months from then at that point?
No, it was like it was like 3 weeks. This was like
3.
right before
It
Christmas.
was in
Yeah.
January.
Okay, yeah. So
this was it's a while
So I
back.
was like, yeah, just shoot him. A week later, got back to us. He was like, yeah. And we were like, all right, we got to figure out how to make this shit happen.
Now we got a tour. Now we need to be able to get there.
Yeah, and we had none of us drive anything that could pull a trailer, so we were like looking into what it would cost to rent vehicles, which would cost more than buying.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
We're
like,
all under
what the fuck
25,
is
so
Yeah.
it was like even worse.
Yeah, and so we just looked around to see if we could find anything we could buy, and we found this lot in Jacksonville that was selling this 97 Ford Mach 3 van with 80,000 miles on it.
What the fuck?
Brand new.
$4,000?
With
Yeah.
like
It
a
was-
tall roof and everything.
Tell
Like,
us about
It's
the
got a
condition,
fucking
like wood grain
VHS
and
player
rope
in it, man,
lights.
that thing.
Yeah, with the seat in the back.
8-track
Oh,
Tell him
player.
about
This
the cop.
brand new
this wagon
suspension.
is awesome.
Yep.
The lights in it still work. It's got the sexy limo lights in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the van.
Yeah.
I'm a van aficionado, sir. I look at vans all the fucking
Then
time.
they got pulled over in the driveway in the car. Just
Yeah,
tell
we
them
were
about
driving
that.
it around like when we first bought it with no
continue
license
this
plate.
story. So we had like just done like our last run of merch right before that, so we had a little like around $600 or $700 saved up in like the band funds, and we all had a little bit money saved up on our own. So we all just put in and went down there, and they were like, we've got, what was it, like
I think it
$2,400?
was 22 or 24. We were like,
Yeah.
we'll give you this right now if you just take it off the market, and we will somehow come up with another
Another
$2,000 in 2
$1,500.
weeks.
And so, you know, I'm a waiter. Chance does tattoos, and Taylor works at Starbucks, and we literally just worked every day, double
Oh,
shift,
shit.
stay throughs, like to get it done, and we did it.
I love the hustle. That's great.
We had to
I
do
used
it.
my Christmas bonus
Hard
for Best
working.
Buy.
Yeah, Jordan did use his bonus to help throw in a little bit of money, and we ended up making it happen somehow, and so we got it. So what was it, like the second day we had it?
Todd's leaving.
It was like
Bye, Todd.
Bye, Todd.
Let me tell
Thanks
this
for
story
coming in.
because this is a great part.
Yeah.
We're so hyped about this van. We're so hyped about this van. We're like, guys, let's just go outside and sit in it. 'Cause, like, we can turn the lights on, and it'll be so much fun to just sit in it. And so we go out there, and Chance and Eamon don't have any shoes on because we just walk right outside. And as we're sitting in it, we're chilling, having a good time. And Eamon's like, hey, let's drive it. And I was like, dude, let's not drive it. Like, it's midnight. Y'all don't have shoes on.
There's no tags.
I left my wallet in the house because we were just planning on sitting. We don't have tags on it because we haven't been to the DMV
Right.
yet.
All right, let's not have him act like he went through this whole spiel. I said, let's drive it, and he went, fuck yeah, let's drive it.
He might have thought all this shit, but you were like,
So we put it in
let's
drive
go.
and peeled out the driveway and just go down the highway a little bit. And we find a little church parking lot, make a little whip and turn around. And as we're heading back to the house, like 30 seconds later, this cop sees us and like pulls out and turns around and follows us down the road. And as we get close to our house, I put on the blinker to make the turn into the driveway. And the cop flips his lights on.
Oh,
Pulls
over
over
in
right
our
there in our
driveway.
driveway.
motherfucker. It still counts too, man.
It still counts. So he
Bitch.
walks up and he's like, so, you guys lost? And we were like, no, we actually live right here at this house. And he was like, oh, okay. I just saw you like turn around in the church parking lot, so I thought you might have been lost. And you didn't have any tags, so I pulled you over.
or a license plate, period.
And we were like, yeah, well, we kind of just bought this van. We were super excited about it, so we just had to go for a quick drive, make sure it wasn't gonna like blow up or anything.
It's the little things, officer.
Yeah.
Please.
And he was like, oh, you guys just bought this van. Like, I love vans.
He was like, I used to sell these things back like 10 years ago, back in the 90s or something like that.
Whenever
He was
you
like-
told him what we bought
He's
it
like,
for,
how much did you pay for it? And he was like looking around inside, and we are like, $4,000. He was like, what?
He was like, did you steal it?
He's like, I need to arrest you boys for theft.
Yeah,
was
let's not
going
forget
off.
that Taylor
And then-
didn't have his license either. So,
after all this talking, he's like, let me get your license and your registration, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, well, like we don't have the registration, and my license is also up there in that house. And
He was like, oh, come on, man, you're killing me. It's all right. Y'all just go ahead.
yeah. I was like, I can run up there and get it if you want. And he was like, nah, it's all right.
You're just like, what's your name? All right, cool.
it was literally the perfect situation to get pulled over. He just thought the van was so cool that he was just like, fuck it.
Yeah, so sometimes cops are cool.
No license, no
Moral of the
registration.
story is, I got shot.
Yeah.
And that shit hurts.
that's why his Twitter looks the way it does.
That's why
Yeah, so
Shrek is my
actually,
profile
moral
pic.
story is Arkansas cops are weirdly somewhat cooler than Ohio cops, I guess.
Not.
Not really.
Sometimes.
Based on like two.
You know.
Based on our personal experiences,
Yeah.
yes.
Some cops
That's
are
what
cool.
everything's based on, right? Mhm.
Oh,
Your own reality, that kind of. You guys want to go deep? No.
it's gonna be one of those podcasts.
Fucking. Let's get into the psyche.
Alex Jones.
The wizards are having sex with the frogs. Anyway,
turning the frogs gay.
Sandy Hook was an inside job.
I'm pretty sure that's what crumbled his whole thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rob's
wait,
just
wait, wait,
surveillance
that.
cameras.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
Birds aren't real.
Birds.
Rats with wings.
I'm trying to fucking move it along here.
We derailed.
All
pretty
American
hard.
Rejects.
Yeah, I'm the fucking king of it. I used to say it every time. Like, man, we're way off topic. It's just like, fuck it. There is no topic. Yeah.
Topic of the day
Fair
is
enough.
Talk about literally anything. When was the last time you painted your fingernails,
Dude.
with what?
Anything.
Can't
Sharpie.
say.
Are you
With
emo?
blood?
Sometimes.
I know what we can talk about.
What?
They just put out a new single right when we left for tour.
I was gonna ask like what's next,
you
but I
weren't.
was gonna wait for a little bit. I didn't get your
It's
perspective.
been an hour, man.
Huh, what the fuck? Who the fuck gives a shit about
I
the
don't-
Name
time?
four
I don't
songs
give a
of
shit.
ours.
I'm just
Can I put it at the end of this podcast?
Senator
that'd be
Curtis.
Yeah.
Gather
Does anybody have like the wave file?
Yeah, we do actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Awesome.
just
Easy
forward
on the
that.
reins.
I love you,
Sure.
Kurt.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Whoa, Bessie.
So that song will be on the end of this. But Kurt, what was that? What was your perspective, buddy?
my perspective of what?
The tour.
Which
Being a
one?
photographer
The
on
tour?
tour.
He didn't like us before.
My
he doesn't like us
perspective
now.
was behind the camera.
Nice. That was a great general. Just, I love it.
Thank you.
That's a very curt synopsis.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
POV. The
No,
whole
it was a
time.
lot of fun. It was somewhat last minute,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's okay because it all worked out.
We fucked
We
up, but
fucked
it worked
up,
out.
but it worked
That was the whole tour. I mean, it's last minute, but it all worked out.
We
Yeah.
paid his bills and he made it.
Yeah,
I think. Did you pay your bills?
I don't remember.
Some of them.
There was money exchanged.
I
Yeah.
I still have a place to live.
There you
so
go. There you go.
That's what matters.
That's all that matters. So, okay, now we can get into it. I just want to know your part. Sorry. You know, the rocket ship. How was that?
Oh, that was weird but awesome and
Best part of
so
Alabama.
random.
that story, we're like driving into Alabama and we're all sitting in the van and we're just like, is that a fucking rocket ship? Is that a fucking
Side of the
spaceship?
interstate?
yeah,
We were like, should we go? Should we go?
Yeah.
Yes,
Always.
take the
Yeah, if you see
exit.
something, yeah, you gotta go.
yeah. I'd forgotten that like all of like the rocket building and stuff was based out of Alabama and like
Houston.
and now we saw like the Sweet Home Alabama sign because it says that.
Also, did you film the music video in the fucking bowling alley?
No,
Did you take my advice? Oh,
No.
we didn't have
wasted.
time, Corey.
Oh, you had all the time.
We did not have time.
A vocal performance,
Somebody got
walking
shot
down
at
the
that
lane,
venue.
single shot,
know
done.
that.
Shoot it with your fucking iPhone.
There was a possible shooting after we played that show.
They were like,
Wait, what?
about a half a block down, we heard gunshots, and then a
Oh,
cop
yeah,
rolled
yeah.
up on me and was like,
White Feather
Hey, did
went
you hear
off
anything?
on the cop.
White feather.
White Feather,
It was
dude.
it was like some Indian guy that went by.
He's a Native American. Yeah.
Sorry, Native
Yeah.
American guy that went by White Feather, and he was apparently a veteran. And the cops asked him.
But he looked like he was 14.
Dude, I mean,
That's,
he was a
14
young.
that's
to
Native
35.
Americans, bro.
He was 14.
He was
to
cool, though.
35.
Yeah, you don't know. That's amazing.
He was definitely the funnest
Well, he was a
person.
veteran.
He was
so-
a cool ass dude. Yeah.
Is that an
Some shit.
8-year-old drinking? No, he's 57.
No, he was like, no,
No,
man,
the
those
cops were like, "Did y'all hear those gunshots?" And we were all like, "Yeah, we did." And that guy was like, "No, those weren't gunshots."
I'm a veteran.
And we are all like,
I know what gunshots sound like.
"I think those were gunshots." And he was like, "No, man."
I mean, from where
He's
I
like,
was
"No,
sitting
I know what a
in the
gunshot sounds
trailer
like."
with thousands of dollars worth of gear, those sounded like gunshots, and they should probably go check that out.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, it came from that way, and he was like, "No, man, that came straight from over there. 4 clicks that way. I swear to God, I know what a gunshot sounds like."
Yeah, I don't think White Feather was on his game.
No, White Feather had a
Took
few
pictures with
drinks,
Jake's mom.
and he was having a good time. He kept.
He was taking pictures with everyone.
Oh my
It was
God.
Oh wait, I know
Dude.
exactly who you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
like that tattoo
Oh
with the house
yes,
shit.
yes, yes.
dude, he kept like walking around with a beer in his hand, whispering in people's ears, like, "I'm like considering like starting a mosh pit. Like, would you be down?" Like,
told me
the
It was
proverbial
the
mosh
most,
pit.
like,
thing.
he did the same thing to me, and it was like the most sensitive and like nice way to try to.
He was
it
a really
like, I
nice
think-
guy.
He was so
He was
funny,
very,
man.
You don't ask.
Genuine.
Yeah.
That's the first rule.
Yeah, it's like,
of the mosh
yeah,
pit.
you don't
ask.
That's
fucking
what I
ask.
said to him. He was like, "Do you think I should?" I was like, "Fucking do it, dog."
whatever
Like,
you want.
Yeah, I'm trying
He
to.
did that shit to me. Like I'm sitting right next to him with the camera in my hand. He's like, "Hey, bro,
He's just bumping you like, "Hey,"
I should start a mosh pit, right?" And I was like, "Nah."
to the slowest song.
It
Please
was,
don't.
yeah.
This costs more than that whole setup.
And so the band we were on tour with, like, he kept yelling out. He was like, "Play this song, play this song." After they had already played that song.
Jake was like, "That was the second song we
What
played."
song was it? It was one of the old songs.
cool. Play it again. That's what I
Motive.
meant.
Motive,
It was
yeah.
Motive, yeah.
And he's like, "We just did."
Obviously, had like pulled up their Spotify before the show and was like, "That's the name of one of their songs. I'll tell them to play." That
oh,
one."
man.
Dude,
Hey, he was cool though.
He was
'cause
cool. He had a great
He
time.
was the only person in the crowd moving when we were playing at one point, and I jumped in the crowd because
Why?
I like fucking with people.
he talked to us the whole time while we were playing. We stopped and I was like, "We're a little band from Little Rock." And I was like, "Anybody ever heard of that?" And he was like, "We have a Little Rock in California where I'm from." And I was like, "All right, dude, cool."
I got a little rock in my pocket right here.
Well,
His name
throw
is
it at
White
you.
Stone.
Fuck.
Dude, he was so funny. He was cool.
He seems like he genuinely cared, and that's awesome.
He really
I
was.
love
He was
those
really
guys.
nice.
Yeah,
He was,
good time.
yeah.
So, who'd you guys record with? Did you do it yourself?
Nathan
Nathan
Close.
Close.
Nathan Close.
from
If you listen to our first EP, that was all done at Colossal with Dalton Kennerly,
Mhm.
and so all that stuff's with him. And then we recorded drums with Dalton again, but had it sent off where we recorded everything else, mixed and mastered with Nathan Close.
At his home studio.
Yeah, and he's just ridiculous. Like,
It's the Palace.
Well, I mean, fucking home studios are just as good as.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
the
super
work
chill.
that
Easy
guy
to get
cranks
along
out is
with.
insane.
he's
like-
straight up a wizard. He's a fucking wizard, man.
I mean, he like sent us the mixes like 3 hours later after we got home. He was like, "Hey, here's a mix." And we're just like,
Dude.
"Holy shit!"
He's just the
Sounds so
most
good.
efficient person to work with
Yeah.
that I've ever encountered.
Yeah, typically guys who do it every day, they're like they template like one song and then throw every other song into that and whatever they kind of make like those minor adjustments. Like, hey, how does this sound? And us being like, never having that kind of shit. It's just like, do we really sound like that?
Yeah. We recorded both of our like new singles that we did this year with him, and when we got the first mix of our single Silhouette back, and it was just like the pre-mix, like he had just literally like kind of turned up the volume and cleaned things up just like a little bit. We were all like, "Holy fucking shit,
We were
dude!"
like blown
Dude,
away.
that's the nice part of doing shitty demos is like, we hear one mix that's nothing and it's like, God damn.
He's out here throwing 808s and shit and stuff. And we're
Yeah,
like,
dude, he
what
does.
the
He
hell?
throws like bass drops. It's all
Some
great.
cool whooshes and
Yeah.
So he was adding shit to the
Yeah.
song?
Yeah,
just
sometimes
like-
he'll just do it.
I mean, even like
Just like
harmonies and
effects.
stuff. Like
Okay.
he asked me beforehand. And he was like, if I see some harmonies, and definitely it'll be like something you approve later on when we like send the mixes and stuff. But like, there's harmonies you like that I add in there. Just let me know, and we can keep them. That's cool.
yeah, he like worked with Eamon on like Eamon doing the harmonies. Like
Yeah, because I did like my vocal parts and then some of the harmonies on top of them, and he helped me like figure out like the right place to be on some of those and stuff. And then he won on, and like you can hear it in the chorus of Silhouette where there's like 3 or 4 harmonies on some of those things that are added
Right.
in, and he just did all of that, and he's just ridiculous.
Took on a producerial role too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we very
Went
much,
for it.
I think, consider him a part of like what we do when we record. Like
Oh yeah,
his opinion's very
He's full of
valuable.
good ideas.
Yeah, he's just a
he's
really
the
good
those songs
creative
ended up
mind.
coming out like way different than what we imagined, like in the studio.
Where is he based out of?
Ozark, Arkansas.
Ozark, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where they got a KFC and a Taco Bell put together.
Yeah, man.
But it's
Been
all
there.
in the gas
Yeah,
station.
It's
yeah.
delicious. They get mad when you order both, though.
KFL.
Dude,
What is that?
Sorry, you can't do that.
Yeah, can I get a chicken tender in the
I only
taco?
work at KFC.
No.
Please, and gravy.
I want a $5 fill up inside my cheesy gordita crunch.
Can we make that happen, please?
So,
That would honestly be awesome.
dude,
Nacho
so
fries and corn.
what?
Nacho fries and corn? What?
French fries and corn?
Nacho fries and
Are you-
corn.
You're Canadian then. No, I'm just kidding. Poutine.
Oh.
It's fucking mozzarella and
I love
gravy and
Vladimir
fries.
Poutine.
That's seriously all it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
I had
fucking
no
brown
idea.
gravy, French fries, and mozzarella curds.
Turds.
It's incredible.
You've had it?
Really?
Yes.
No, I don't. I don't eat gravy.
Oh
Turd
my
burp.
God.
You don't eat
I've been
gravy.
to Canada like once, so I don't know.
You, Corey Fisher, do not eat gravy.
Right.
Why?
Don't like it. Yeah.
Why? How? Why?
Okay, so
Gravy sucks.
this
I wanna know,
here's a
yeah.
little bit of like
Halt the
just
podcast.
yeah. There is like a little bit of backstory. I have this weird thing about what I consider famine food, and the fact that we don't have to eat it anymore. And gravy came out of like famine.
So you don't like po' boys?
I don't like anything that is very cheaply, I
What
don't
if
know
it's
how to
really
describe
expensive gravy?
it. Nah, there's no such thing.
Nah.
It's fucking flour, water, and some bullshit. I
And
don't
it's
need it.
delicious.
No, I don't like gravy that much either.
Maybe some salt and pepper,
Hey,
but I'm not.
I'm with you, Kurt. I fuck with gravy.
Gravy's
is
kind of
delicious.
gross.
It's
I
like,
don't like it.
I don't
By
like it either,
itself,
and it
it's a weird
slimes up.
substance.
And why the
It's
fuck?
like mushrooms.
Okay.
Like, mushrooms are disgusting.
Disgusting.
I agree with
Thank
that,
you.
honestly.
No, I agree with you
We're
on
best. We're linked, right? I can feel this, man.
They don't know,
So
but we know.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know that people ate that shit for a reason because they had nothing
I'll eat
else.
mushrooms covered in gravy.
Oh
Get out.
no!
Yeah, we're gonna. Be
So we're currently looking for a new drummer.
If anybody's
Oh my god.
In a taco.
In a
In a
taco.
taco.
Mushroom gravy taco.
Now introducing
Chicken
the
tender,
gravy
and
taco.
corn.
Well, I mean, we're fucking breaking molds over here. I mean,
This isn't about music anymore.
Quit the music industry.
This
and
is
open
about
a
me and
restaurant.
Kurt's pizza restaurant idea. We came
Yes!
up with on tour.
all right. Hey, after this, let's talk about that because I seriously, that's my end of life goal is to just be a fucking pizza chef.
Oh, it's a
The next
it's a
Vino's.
humdinger of an idea.
Yeah.
so we'll
You're
let you
hired.
know.
Yeah. So what?
fired.
Like, okay, so you guys have just come off tour. What's? I mean, I know you've got these shows booked, but is there any kind of like? So, are you doing an album release? You have a single out.
We've got 2 out right now. We are finishing writing on what's going to be an EP for us.
An EP.
Yeah.
5 songs.
It's gonna be about 5
We're about to do a
songs, yeah.
greatest hits album.
Hell yeah,
Of our
that's
2
soon.
singles
Dude, honestly, that would be stellar marketing. I'm just saying.
Remo Drive did
and an
that,
instrumental
their first
version and a
full-length. They called it
revised
Greatest
and a
Hits.
piano version
And a B-side.
and a B-side
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
rarity.
Just metal as fuck.
Yeah. So it's just gonna be like the normal
Those 2
side, like
singles,
that's our
every
like,
genre.
like
like
varials
emo
to
poppy stuff, and
movements.
then it's
Yeah.
just gonna be the hardcore version on the other side.
So you haven't. So wait, you're putting out an EP, but you've got 2 out, and then you've got.
We've got like 3 more where we
To-
have
to
one,
record?
like,
The 2
one like finished
singles-
and written, 2 more we're still like finishing up the writing
Okay.
on and stuff.
Okay.
So there's still some time on it for sure.
Both
Okay.
the singles will be on the EP, but one of them will be different than what people think it is now. That's all.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
people won't know
Cool.
unless
Yeah.
they fuck.
It'll
with
Probe
be
him for
fresh.
more
No,
exclusive
no.
information, Corey.
What?
Probe him for more exclusive information,
We've got
Corey.
a big mouth. Don't let him.
I
The
will.
names of the
That
next 3
trucker in
songs
Louisville.
are.
The trucker in Louisville. Yeah, you got.
Have
me
you guys
going.
been trying them out live, or are you still writing?
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
got, we've
yeah,
got
we play-
one we've been playing live. We'll play it at both of these shows we have at the Rev Room.
We'll
Okay.
probably be
And,
playing another one by then.
Yeah,
too,
we're
maybe.
playing
another
Yeah.
one.
3 new ones total right now. Probably gonna play 4 at that show.
We're playing a new one too.
Hell yeah!
Everybody come
Night
to
of
that
Gifts.
show. All the new songs.
I think Go for Gold's gonna play a few new ones as well.
For real?
I would
Oh,
have
shit.
thought.
I think Go for Pod.
I think Go for Gold might be dropping an album soon too.
It seems like they might be.
They're not talking about it yet, though.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
would
heard
also be
anything?
a super Go for Gold thing to do to say you're dropping an album and then not do it and play the show anyway.
They don't even show up to their own fucking album release.
So like album in the comments.
Come in and
It's
watch
just
our-
like my hands
watch all
wore
of us
past
play,
comfort
and
and
then
couch
we-
jackets all standing there with their thumbs up their
It's
asses.
just a
wondering
picture of
what's
them
going
flipping you off with Kermit the Frog having a fist in his butt.
Wow.
on. Wow.
That was very graphic.
Very also super
That thing that he
specific,
posted
Chance.
on your thing that your dad shared.
Let's look for that on Facebook.
Yeah.
But wait, I mean, that is how he talks.
It is true.
With
Yeah.
a fist right in his
Those
ass.
Cabot boys, man.
I tell
Cabot.
you what. Thank God I'm from Pine Bluff, not originally from Cabot.
But
Same.
But still I am.
I mean, that's like the same thing, yeah.
yeah.
But still,
No,
yeah.
it's pretty opposite.
That's like that Mitch Hedberg joke. I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too.
used to also.
I only smoke when I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
I'm getting there. I'm at my.
Oh, so dude, sorry.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say to further answer your question. I don't know that we know when we're gonna release the EP. Probably in the fall, though.
Probably
we're just trying
September
to make
12th
sure.
at 7 a.m.
We want to make sure we're happy with it.
We've thought the songs were finished multiple times, and then
Right.
gone back and been like,
These songs suck.
"Let's really sit on this and make sure it's what it needs to be before we put it out." So.
I appreciate that for sure. We actually have a unique problem in our bit because Justin writes everything beforehand, and then we sit down and listen to it all, and then we're like, let's pick out these 5 songs, and that's what we'll learn and play, and everything else is just kind of done in the studio. Like some songs we may never even learn at all, and the ones that we've been doing, even the newest one, it's like we'll start and then it's like, oh well, let's add this vocal thing. Oh, actually take this away. Let's add these choppy drum parts. Like, and then he has to go back, completely redo the song. Like fucking, it just takes so fucking long for us to do anything.
Yeah. Chance kind of just records it. Luckily, we just like record shitty demos in Logic in like our living room, and so that's kind of Chance's problem because we're always like,
We want to change
while
it.
you were at
Tell,
work,
like-
we came up with like 6 fucking
Every
different
day I
things.
come
And we
home,
gotta
George's
retract
like, hey,
this song.
let's re-record everything. Scratch all that. And I'm like, I just mixed all that.
He's like, I don't want to do it, but I'm like, man, I can't write vocals on it if I don't have like the right version of the song, you know? Like,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
only changed it
I
12
need
times
it.
in the past 2 days. But yeah, that's
That's
kind of
true.
how, like, me and Jordan will just write everything. We've written, like, probably 10 or 15 songs. Like some are finished, some are not. Some are new songs, some are.
Now we all
songs
live
put
together, so
now.
that's all we do.
Yeah.
I heard.
Sit around
Man,
and
that's
write
crazy.
songs.
Yeah,
It's
Yep.
it's a lot.
awesome.
I just
It's like-
moved down here.
It's ideal though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
worked well band wise for sure
Yeah.
because we're just able to knock everything we're thinking of out like almost
On the
immediately.
spot,
Like
when you wake up.
Yeah, your practice spot is our living room.
Mm,
It's like that, but with a TV and a couch in between all that shit.
right. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I
it
wish.
works out that way.
And a lamp.
Yeah, Justin used to
lamp.
live here, and we never played music.
We got nothing else going on in our life, man.
Yeah.
we're
It's just so
gonna do
easy
that.
because if you want to practice and no one else wants to practice, all you got to do is go practice, and it'll be so loud that they have no choice but to get
They'll
up.
just chime in.
That's
with
what
it.
happened
Oh,
today.
fine.
The three of us started playing, and Eamon rolled out of bed, came in there, and
I didn't
rolled.
even hear you guys wake me up today. If that was the
Well, I don't
case.
think we
He was just
did.
like, fine.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did not hear that because I just remember hearing you start hitting the drums, and I was like, "Oh, we're practicing," and I have not woken up for.
And what time was this?
This is like
Noon.
But we went to bed
Real
at
early,
like 4
12:47
a.m.
p.m.
Super early.
Yeah, I was
for
really
me.
tired.
Yeah, I'm notorious. I'm like one of those people. If
16
if
hours
I don't
isn't
gotta
enough.
go to work, if I don't have, dude, I'll sleep until
You'll get up
fucking
5
6 p.m.
p.m.
I don't give a shit.
Holy
like,
shit, dude.
Amen.
hey, like I said, I got nothing else going on, man.
4 or 5 hours, man, and I'm fucking
Really?
shoot. I'm up.
Yeah.
That was
That's
Jordan
me.
on tour.
I'll go
though.
to sleep at 3 a.m.
yeah, Jordan
8
slept his
o'clock, I'm
ass
just like,
off. on
Oh, yeah,
tour,
dude.
man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I mean, I did.
talking about on tour?
There was a day
Yeah.
I was literally like drumming on his forehead to wake him up, and it wasn't
We were
working.
yelling at this dude. He's just like,
He would not wake up. He was probably just
Damn.
faking. He probably just wanted to just leave him.
No,
alone.
I legit don't remember that. I was
I
really
literally slapped a wet napkin on your forehead, and you were just like,
I don't. Yeah, it's insane. It's not that hard to wake me up.
Hey,
So
road life. is
It'd be
kinda
like
tough,
that
though.
sometimes.
so you ate a bunch of shitty food. It sounds like. Did y'all eat anywhere good?
yeah,
Cookout.
Oh,
was
Euro
the
Euro
bomb.
gyro.
Euro
was-
Gyro.
Gyro.
was the
Shit.
shit.
yeah, and I mean, what was that place in Lakewood? It was alright. It
McDonald's?
was pretty good.
Barrio?
Barrio.
Mine wasn't
Mario
bad.
was
meh.
Mario was
Okay, the
overpriced.
steak taco was good.
Yeah,
You must
that,
have got
that
the wrong
Coca-Cola
stuff.
steak taco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Coca-Cola
they had
Me
like
and
a
Kurt's meal
I
was
enjoyed it.
$22 each for 3
What the
tacos.
fu-
And we
Oh.
split
And
a cheese dip.
that we split. And
Yeah.
water.
Like
we drank
normal.
water.
Yeah, we drank water.
And our tacos were like room
Mine was
temp.
like
Wait.
$11.
Where was this?
Lakewood,
Barrio.
Ohio.
There's a place called Barrio. It's like build your own tacos.
Mario.
You have to take a fucking test to get your food.
No.
Yeah, it was like
It's
taking.
got- it's got an order
It was like
slip.
taking
You
the
gotta
fucking
select what you
ACT.
want. It's like
Seriously?
It's like
Yeah.
a
You
gotta
Scantron.
fill in the
Yeah, I
bubbles.
forgot
It's like
my
what kind of meat you
Scantron I
want, what
couldn't
kind of
eat.
toppings you want, what kind of sauce you want.
Yeah,
And
fuck
so if
that.
you like pick the wrong shit, it probably didn't taste very good.
Yeah, it was
Well, I was
really
like filling
confusing.
it out, and I was
I mean,
like,
it
I have no
tasted
idea how
fine,
much
but it was-
money I've just spent. And then they
22
also
fucking dollars for
they
3
also
tacos?
included
Yeah, and
the
they're not
tip.
big ass
queso.
tacos.
Yeah, that's not
either.
just
They're
we were a
five,
huge
bro.
party. There was like
yeah, they also
10 of
included
us.
the tip, so like
Oh,
we didn't
Oh, yeah, they
know
tipped
that
for us.
offhand.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I only spent like $10.
But
Yeah.
it was definitely worth it to get those, whatever the fuck they were called.
The stoner.
Taco.
The stoners.
Yeah.
The stoner version, yeah.
Ooh.
It was a hard shell taco shell with chorizo and then a soft shell and like some queso.
It was like a double
It was-
decker
What the
thing.
Yeah.
fuck? Like
It
a
was-
reverse double decker?
They had one called a
guess.
bombshell that was like the same thing, but it had like bacon in it with like cheese and stuff.
Then the green goddess.
Oh
yeah,
my
the goddess
God.
could have
God.
guacamole
Mine
in
was
it.
really good.
And the
I got
Coca-Cola
3 stoner
brisket,
tacos.
whatever stuff. What was it? It was like Coca-Cola
Yeah, it
brisket.
was like Coca-Cola. No,
I mean, it
marinated
didn't
steak.
taste
Yeah.
bad.
Some-
It was just overpriced and room temp.
I marinate all my hamburgers in Coca-Cola. That's actually a trick.
Really?
I
The
must be
taste
missing
bakes out.
out.
It's just for sugar.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah,
when's
I
the
had never
cookout?
heard of that before.
Hamburgers after this.
I marinate all
Dude,
my
y'all
stuff
go get
in
it. I'll
gravy
fucking
and
grill
mushrooms.
out. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to. I'll grill till 2 in the fucking morning.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll sleep until 6 p.m. tomorrow. I don't give a shit.
So what is like the fucking? What do you want?
Howdy.
Hello.
And my wife's interrupting. So what is on the like the horizon, man? I know. So we're gonna finish an EP at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fall maybe.
We're just
Tentatively.
We're just kind of
writing. Honestly.
writing and playing, like going with the flow a little right now. Trying to book smart locally.
Yeah.
We've got these 2 shows in May in Little Rock, so
Yeah.
we don't want to like overdo ourselves in Little Rock too much. We want people to like want to come see.
Are you
us,
guys
know.
trying to get up in the state, like around?
Some
Russellville's hot.
Russellville's hot.
I love
Ooh.
Russellville, dude. The
Really?
place called the Cavern.
Really?
Okay.
Hit up James Thurber. I
Okay.
call the place the Thurber Dome because
Yeah.
it's like,
Welcome to the Thurber.
yeah.
I just moved down from Fayetteville. We play up there occasionally.
The Backspace.
Yeah, I've been to Backspace. I've never played there. But
The fucking tone is phenomenal.
yeah.
I've only ever played there. I was not
Okay.
a guest or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
man, being like on stage, holy
stage
shit.
makes us
Well, it's an old
sick.
fucking mechanic shop.
Yeah.
Like it's like from like the fucking early 1900s. They have like
Backspace.
a door you can back your pickup truck up to
It's crazy.
and
yeah.
drop your engine off.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like an old
That's
engine.
kind of how the Erie venue was.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there was a garage door next to the door, and you could just pull your van in and unload all your shit, and then park in the parking lot.
That place
Perfect.
was huge.
That place was huge.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was overly huge. I remember he texted me a photo. It's like, look at this venue. I was like, what the fuck? They need a bigger PA system and some
Yeah.
more bands.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was the first show they had ever done
Yeah.
there, so there wasn't a lot. I think
So they had no lights.
Right.
My
It was-
job was
Yeah,
very
it was dark
hard.
as shit.
it was dark in there.
I was
Like
trying to,
Kurt's,
run around in the
Kurt's
crowd
job
and I
was a
couldn't
nightmare
see.
that
Yeah,
night for sure.
yes.
I felt bad for
Like
you.
the
that
venue
night.
looked sick. There were just no lights.
Until
should've
it got dark.
Should have put the call in, man. Took the lights with you.
Man,
We should just
That
turn
shit
on the-
sat in a
we should
fucking
just
now
went-
we
box.
know. Now we know.
We should got everyone to park in front of the windows and then turn their lights on.
Honestly, that would have looked sick.
That would have
That
looked
actually,
really good, actually.
Yeah,
Would've
that
been
would have been
like,
cool. A fucking car light show. Be like, hey, can you guys just like flick the brights off and on?
Right.
Everyone call the cops.
Here's the rhythm. Do that.
Tell them to
Now call the
windows.
cops. Yeah.
We need some strobes. Yeah.
As far
I mean, on
as
the horizon, like show wise and stuff, though, we're one of those bands that we're pretty much going to accept everything that we can get our hands on. We
You're
like
just trying to
play
get
a
as
lot.
many as
We like to
faces
get-
as possible.
yeah, we like to get our face in front of people. You know, we're not going to oversaturate ourselves somewhere, of course. But
That's
like,
dangerous, yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
gotta watch out
we
for that.
definitely are like one of those bands that's like, get your face out there, get in front of people.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of the way we had to do it to even get put on any decent shows in Little Rock, was just
Right.
accept anything anybody reached out to us for until we started getting better stuff. And so like that's just kind of how we've always been. And now we've had the opportunity to tour and get our faces in front of some people who can help us tour and make it a little more feasible and
Mhm.
easy for ourselves. That's the plan, to try to
We're,
keep doing that
um,
more.
we're actually working on something pretty important for us in July that will
Okay.
be in Little Rock. It's in the early stages, but we're working on that right now.
What is it, Jordan?
I hope that we can
Crash
talk about
Cast
it soon.
exclusive.
I can't talk about it yet.
Slipknot.
Nothing's set in stone. So
Yeah,
there's no,
I wish I
No,
could,
it's
but I
cool.
can't.
It's okay. No one listens to this podcast.
It'll be
Be surprised.
it'll be
It
really
surprises
cool.
me.
It'll be really cool for Little Rock, like even more so than.
Well, this doesn't
for
come out
us.
for like 3 weeks, so. Well, that's still not close to fucking July. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably. I don't think it'll be announced for a
It's
little.
close
while.
enough for him to say it and then forget he said it, and then have to
I
do
don't,
it.
I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to be that guy. But that's exciting, man. I'm excited for you guys. It's cool that y'all. I didn't know you were only a band, quotes, for 6 fucking months. That's pretty impressive.
It's been an interesting.
It's been longer than that.
Yeah, it's
But
been.
yeah, I mean, you know, that's like
Collectively
Lame
longer.
Johnny. I can say as Lame Johnny how I feel Lame Johnny should be. We've only been a band for a fucking year.
This version of us, like this new music, is what I consider to actually be past comfort.
Yeah, this is
Right.
like officially us, like stepping
Yeah.
into like our sound and us
Right.
as like
It's
what
a
we
whole new
do.
era
and
now.
our-
Same,
alone life.
exact same feeling for my other band. Yeah, 100%. Like we didn't figure it out. We tried to do this crazy shit with all this extra crap, and then we
Yeah.
just boiled it down to 3 people, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is
I mean,
us.
it's just it's hard. Like it's to find people who want to play shows that often and who like want to try to take it seriously and like go on tours and
Yep.
take it like to the
Full
next
time.
level if you can do it. It's hard to do it. Like
It's so fucking crazy.
it's so hard. Like
It's so
Bass
so
players have been hell for
Oh
us.
yeah,
We
that's
just
why
run
play
tracks
bass
now.
tracks.
Yeah.
Like
Who's doing bass right now?
Bass
tracks,
track.
Taylor
With
With
Silver.
his phone.
Get the fuck outta here.
Samsung Galaxy S.
We run them through
Yeah,
a
that
cabinet
Galaxy S8
head.
active.
Wait, what?
We run the tracks from a phone into a cabinet and head, like a bass rig.
Oh, like y'all didn't say bass earlier. I just assumed you were. I've seen you guys play too, and that's never even
I
dawned
used
on
to.
me.
Oh, really?
Eamon used to,
play
but
Yeah, he
yeah.
used to, but now we plays a 4-piece and run tracks through a rig.
It just
yeah.
makes
I'm
it
just gonna
easier for us
keep
to
it that
write
way?
more
I mean,
yeah.
it's- I mean,
So
if
we found
anyone
someone
who
worth
makes it worth
the
our
spot.
while to have them on the lineup comes
Right.
along, might as well keep rocking.
Especially
this.
like since we're all like roommates and stuff, it's just like a weird like chemistry to like jump into. Like, we
True,
really
now.
need someone who could like
Yeah.
mesh with us really well.
Yeah, it kind of be like a family adopting someone, and then
So
we're
you
all
go
cool,
down
and
the
they're
street,
just
you
like,
find a
"Oh."
homeless guy, you hand him a bass, you say, play 9 licks. Yeah.
We're like, hey, play these 3 chords over and over and over.
You got it?
You got it?
Cool.
That's how
you
they
have a
found
house
Flea.
now.
That's how they found.
Look at him now.
That's why that's his name, man.
Yeah, dude.
Because he
Flea's
has
the
fleas.
best.
He is pretty badass.
He's
not gonna
cool.
lie. So that's, I
We
mean,
asked Kurt to play, and he wouldn't do it.
who? Kurt? You wouldn't learn a whole instrument and take time out of your
It's 4
photography
strings,
and your
dog. I
work?
learned to do
I mean,
it.
look, man, I'm not trying to drive to Conway every week.
Oh, y'all live
Hey.
in fucking Conway?
We
man.
do.
Yeesh.
No, we live in Mayway.
Mayflower?
It's right
It's in
between the
between.
two.
Oh, my, yeah,
It's
Mayflower's in
technically
between.
Conway.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like 30
We're like in
minutes.
between. Conway
What does
and
it say
Mayflower.
on your ID?
Conway.
Conway.
Sheridan.
Oh yeah, for me it's Springdale right now.
It's right through that door.
We could have used a bathroom this whole time.
Yeah, man. There are fucking 6, 7 people in here. You can do whatever you want. No, just go through that door. If you need to line up too, go through that door, and my wife's in there, and she'll gladly tell you where to take a piss. Just like, not in the floor.
Corey, I have a question.
So
I love you.
that's a statement.
Not if I put a question mark at the end of it.
How's the camera, bud?
I love it. It's
Yeah?
great. It's incredible.
It is incredible.
I took a cute picture of you earlier, smiling, talking into a microphone.
Oh God, I have ugly teeth. My front teeth really bother me, and I don't go to the dentist or the doctor or nothing.
You do the closed lip smile.
Yeah, I'm a fucking grinner. Yeah. Me smiling is super rare. Super fucking rare.
I kind of like smiling.
Just put
Taylor smiles a lot for sure.
just put it in black and white, and then I'll be okay because you won't see like my shitty
Chance
teeth.
has like this like sly like I just did something wrong and you don't know about it smile.
But he looks like he just stepped out of 1973, so I'll accept it.
Me?
Yeah, yeah.
I get a lot of weird looks, like especially driving the van.
Especially at skating rinks.
Especially, yeah, we went to the skating rink yesterday for Chance's girlfriend's birthday, and there's like these kids having a birthday party, and I'm skating around, and Chance is like videoing me, just screaming out, "Stranger danger, stranger danger!"
He's just looking all creepy, skating past little kids.
Dude, that
He's like, huh?
stranger danger.
Last chance of the show, he got arrested.
Yeah,
Huh?
what
What? Free rondo?
free rondo?
I don't know, man. I just say things.
Okay.
Have we
So
talked
were you
about-
really going to ask me something, or did you just...
He just want to say he loves you.
Okay.
Have we
Okay.
talked about how good Kurt's photography is?
All the
How-
fucking
And
time.
How fucking amazing you made us look. You made us look
He,
so pretty.
he clearly is not a listener because I fucking say it at least
He
every
does talk
other
about
episode.
it all the time.
Over to a microphone.
Oh, God.
We're talking about how good Kurt is.
Oh, I heard.
Oh, okay.
This motherfucker. No.
Whoa!
Oh, no.
It's okay. It's okay. Just
Oh, no.
yeah, just leave it.
Party
It's,
foul.
it's actually, I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Burn
I
the
had
house
bumped
down.
into it a couple
Yeah,
of
yeah,
times.
yeah.
That's my bad.
No,
I
you're
mean,
good. You're good.
I broke our oven
Corey did
door,
that on
so I break
purpose.
everything.
He was trying
But
to sue you for
Kurt's
liability.
ridiculous, dude.
No, I know.
I mean, it was like, it's so weird, like the fact that Kurt was like said yes to going on tour with us because literally like
We were scared to ask him.
6 months ago, like my sister hit me up and was like, "Hey, I work with this woman whose son takes pictures up in Little Rock. Have you heard of him?" And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, we had seen Kurt's stuff because a bunch of people in
course.
Little Rock work
Yeah.
with him and stuff. So we were like, "Yeah, like the dude's good, but we are also extremely poor." And she was
But
like,
he's also
Same.
underpriced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, she was like, figure
For
out
now.
what his rate is. And I was
Free.
like, okay. And so I shot Kurt a message for one of our shows. I think it was the Go for Gold show, I guess. Was
Think
the
so.
First, was
The
that
first
the first
one,
time we
yeah.
worked
Yeah, I
with
think
you?
that was the first one.
Maybe.
I think that was the first time.
It was that.
No. It was you guys and no, yeah, it was the Go.
It was the Go for Gold show. Yeah.
So when else
so
would there
we
be?
were getting
Yeah.
ready to do that show, and that event page was starting to like really pop off, and we're like, dang.
Yeah.
We're like, what the heck? Like
Yeah.
we were like, this show is about to be insane. And so she was like, do you have anybody taking pictures for that show? Because I was just talking to her about like how we had never had this much like hype around a show we were playing. And she was like, do you have anybody taking pictures? Like, what's it going to be like? I was like, I don't know. We don't really know anybody. We also don't know like how much that costs because we don't know anything like ever until we just
Right,
do
right.
it. And she was like, well, shoot him a message and ask him like what it would cost. And so I shot Kurt a message on like his his Facebook, like his business Facebook, and he didn't get back to me, so I had to shoot him a
The
message
one where
on
it,
his
the
regular
one where it
Facebook.
clearly says email
Yeah.
for booking.
Well, I mean, fair
hey, it's
enough.
okay. It worked
Fair
out.
enough. It worked out. I fucked
up,
up, but it worked out. And so he shot me his rates and
that's
stuff,
REP.
and I was like, okay. And I was like, well, Liz, like, this is what he does. Like, she was like, do you think? And she was just like, oh, okay, yeah. My plan was to just handle that for you anyway. So shout out to my sister Elizabeth for just
Wow.
being like, she was like, shot me the money and was like, give that. Well, she just sent it straight to Kurt. I think,
Yeah,
and
you
she
just
was
had me
like,
send her an invoice.
yeah.
and,
And so Liz just sent him the money, and that was literally like the first time I'd ever talked to Kurt.
yeah.
And we were like, this guy, he had just like shot Taking Back Sunday at the,
Oh yeah.
and she was like, did you see
Yeah.
this? And so we were like, yeah. And so we were just super excited. And then that show was just
Oh
ridiculous.
my
and
fucking
so, like,
god, yeah, dude, that show was it was off the rails.
what the fuck was
I
all
don't
that?
know, dude.
Where
We did a
have
whole
you guys
podcast-
been?
Yeah, like
We
where
did a whole
everybody been-
podcast about it, and I still don't
Yeah,
understand.
I listened to it today
Yeah.
before we came here, and y'all were talking about that. But
It's like,
yeah,
what
that
the
was like the
fuck?
first time I'd ever like talked to, and now here we are. I had
Sitting
like
across the table from each
sitting
other.
across the table.
Now we're
talking.
best friends / lovers.
Just
I
tradition.
already
That was
done
supposed to be a
plunged one
secret.
of this man's craps in my life. Like we are as
We have smelled parts of you that
That'll
no one
get
else
you
will.
close.
yeah, that gets you pretty close. He was
Look, man, I would have done it myself.
you could, but you wouldn't because
But
I
you were
asked you
too
to.
drunk.
and
I
you said
physically
you
could barely stand up. Amen.
That Jim Beam.
Let's say that
straight
Jim Beam,
messed you
yeah,
up.
did us in.
It was not good.
It was not good.
It went
but
down
did it get the
smooth.
job done? Yeah.
Oh,
It went
very
down
much.
Was it
smooth
making
and
that
us,
not
but it
shitty
did not go
hotel
down
room
smooth in
less
the
shitty?
toilet.
Very much.
Do what?
It went down smooth with us, but it did not go down smooth with the toilet.
Right.
Look, it was a very weak toilet. Okay.
No, I agree.
One of those fucking 2-button bitches on the top.
No.
No, but
Dude,
most
fuck
of the
those
ones
toilets.
up in like Ohio are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, low
That's
flush
true.
and high flush.
Yeah. For like.
No, this
Yeah.
one was just like a
Big
regular
turd, little
toilet, but it just couldn't handle
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, let's talk about this hotel. Like for one, like
it wasn't terrible.
it wasn't terrible.
There was
but
no
like,
stains all
The
over the
front
couch.
desk was really weird though.
When did you go to the front desk?
You did. I'm asking you to tell him about it.
Oh no, I mean it was fine. They were just like, I was like, hey, I have a reservation. Like, gave him my ID and stuff, and he kept like asking me questions about the room that I booked. He was like, oh, what kind of room did you book? And I was like, one with 2 beds, like all this
hotel
shit. And I'm
rooms.
just like,
That's a bad sign.
yeah, it was like I was like, you have the reservation right there, like you have all the information, and you have my ID. Like, why are you asking all these questions? He was like, I'm just trying to make sure that you booked the right thing. And I was like, I don't know what that means. Just give me
what
my
I paid
keys.
for.
Like,
Yeah, dude.
Give me the key.
like it was a cheap like
Don't talk to me.
$70 motel.
Oh,
Like,
That was
Yeah.
ripping off the Wi-Fi from the
yeah, it was
hotel
ripping
next
off the
door.
Wi-Fi.
it's sad that that's
That,
fucking
and it
cheap.
didn't even work.
it didn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
We tried. Like I
Couldn't
couldn't
play
even connect.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
I was trying. That was like the goal was to just get Kurt
Yeah.
to play some Fortnite with Spencer while we were on tour,
we
and
recorded some songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
and we couldn't do that. Yeah.
On a laptop.
Yeah,
Yup.
everything's done on a
No
Magic, man.
headphones or anything.
Literally
Yeah.
what you got rolling right over here right now.
Yeah. Just fucking go.
Go.
Yeah.
Push.
Yeah, we had to do that from this room out into that shed without headphones as well. It was just like, go. Okay. Oh, yeah. It was really stupid.
No click,
Sounds
no
like a terrible
nothing.
idea.
Hole in the
Yeah.
wall right here.
Yeah. No, we ran it through the window.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
our EP Isolation Blooms, that's how we did that. Very,
The,
Just all like right here.
yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah. It was a pain in the fucking ass. Yeah, that's why DJ makes our albums now. Yeah,
Someone else's fucking.
yeah, yeah. Well, I just gave him all the shit I bought and was like, here, you do it. You're
Yeah.
better. You're fucking so much better.
You know how this works.
Yeah. I'm going to show you the guys the Lame Johnny song he did. I got one.
Ooh, that'd be cool. I would
Got
love to hear
one.
that.
Yeah.
It's
It's intense.
so one of my highlights for tour, for me, the Louisville show, it wasn't great,
Okay.
but Chance made it a lot more interesting. This man left the venue like, mid-song. He just walked
We
out.
both play with wirelesses, so yeah.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this. I like tried to walk out one door and it was locked, and I was like, well. Walked all the way back around and just went outside.
And at that point, at the end of the set, when we played Silhouette last, we both went outside. And if only had just rolled up and got out of their van, and they just like turned and looked at us, and we were playing our set outside while they were staying there, and they were just
They're
like,
like,
"What the
fuck?"
hell?"
Like,
Yeah,
what
they
are you
were
guys doing?
like, "What the fuck's
Yeah, all the
going
people
on?"
that were inside that weren't there really enjoyed it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Good for those invisible people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a moral victory. You know what I mean?
No, I've seen people do that. I saw somebody made the mistake. I saw Maylene in like Hot Springs at some church. It was like this huge fucking fest. Barely anybody showed up. It was a ton of fucking bands, good ones. And he was just like, "There's like 90 people here," and he went and took a piss mid-set, just like while he was singing, dude.
I seen a video of Bradley Walden doing that, like mid-set, like walking through everybody at Warped Tour to go back to the porta potty.
Just,
That's gonna be me with my guitar, except I'm taking a dump.
that's a bold move.
It is
Do
a
that at
bold move.
home with your wireless.
I did. Remember when I first got it?
The first day you
I
got
was
it.
just like doing
I was just
sweeps
taking
on
videos
tour.
of him doing household tasks, playing his guitar.
I like walked all the way to the driveway and got the mail like 500 feet.
And it still
Well, that-
works.
Yeah,
that's
still working.
Yeah.
That's a promotion video right there. You got to film that
Honestly, it
shit.
is.
Honestly, we do. Now I know.
Oh, Chance, we got to talk about Nashville.
Which time?
Which time?
Oh my god.
amp.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I want. Tell me
Okay,
about the
so-
amp.
So we're setting up, and I plug my amp in, and then turn my guitar on, and as soon as I strum, you just hear just like
picking up the
mariachi
fucking-
music starts playing through my amp. Like
Picking up
if
radio
I like
signals.
every time
Yeah.
I put my hand on the guitar, it would stop, and then I'd strum it. Every time like the guitar made noise, it was just like picking up this radio and it was just playing. And then by the end of it, like the sound guy was just like, I don't know what the fuck to do. He like tried plugging it into different stuff, using different cables. He was just like, I don't know, man, you're fucked. Just figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, your
Just-
wireless is on the wrong frequency for that.
It wasn't the
spot.
wireless because I
Yeah,
used
they
cables.
use
I
cables.
just-
Oh, you
like, they
use
took his wireless
cables.
off and everything.
yeah, I tried to
and
use cables.
It was
and
his amp.
It was just
picking
his
up a
amp
frequency.
head was picking it all
It
up.
has to be the pickups, right?
I don't know.
It's hard. We don't.
It's like a
Science.
transmitter. But I mean,
The guy like regrounded something behind the stage. And it
yeah.
seemed to, like,
Typically,
fix
that's a
it.
ground issue,
helped
a
and if you
little
just
bit.
turn, it will usually go away.
It
But
was so
man, that's
By the end
wild.
of it, I like turned off my noise suppressor and it was literally just playing constantly. It was
Oh,
just like,
that's pretty
it
fucking
was like
awesome.
a radio on my amp.
Hey, we're gonna play the sample. I'll just hold my guitar.
Yeah, I was. It was cool.
Yeah, that's a new Pass Comfort track.
So I just had to
Dude,
like,
just
turn my
a
noise
mariachi
gate
band.
all the way up, so it was just like every time we stopped.
Shit, dude.
I would just like turn. I like as soon as we stopped playing a song, I would just like turn my fucking amp off.
That's literally the first thing that happened to us on tour. We were all like,
And
"What?"
that's-
This is
and
the
that
first
venue
show.
That's
Oh.
probably the nicest venue we played too.
Oh yeah.
Which
Hands
venue
down.
was it?
Rocket Town.
Rocket Town.
Oh fuck yeah, man. Rocket
It
Town's-
wasn't like the main building. It was
No,
like their
of course
side
not.
building
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but it was still
It was still
so
big.
nice. We sounded like
Dude, that place has been
Our
there for
sound was
so
great.
long.
yeah.
We did.
Well, with all the mariachi music coming out of your
We
guitar,
sounded so full. We had like maracas and trumpets and a tuba.
backing tracks the whole
17
time.
back singers.
Yeah, fuck the bass tracks. We had that stuff going.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep.
Well, what else, guys?
Oh man, I don't.
I mean,
What is it? Nothing.
That's it.
I mean,
Wow.
I guess while we finish writing these songs and getting our set tight for the shows coming up,
Mhm.
we play Little Rock on May 1st at the Rev Room with Hail the Sun, and we play with the on the Go for Gold release show on the
25th.
25th at the Rev Room, and then after that, there's not really anything finalized, but we're working on a couple of things.
July.
Yeah, it's something in July, and then hopefully
Dance Gavin Dance
more-
confirmed.
Yeah, Tanner, you hear
DGD.
that?
hopefully more tours like towards that part of the year. Like we want to be doing another tour, so
Okay.
we'll see what
Oh,
happens.
so you are plans for another tour? Sweet.
Oh,
Good.
you're
Trying
trying
to.
I hope
What's
so.
your,
We're trying to
Yeah.
go up and act like we don't know nobody.
Oh shit. Well, give me a little bit. Fucking Jody High Roller. He follows me, by the way.
That's
That's
Just throwing that
tight.
out there. Yeah.
Eating okra with
But does
Oprah.
he listen to Crashcast?
I fucking hope so.
He better.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be
to
amazing.
Riff Raff, dog.
Yeah, Riff Raff. Dude, fucking Tiptoe 3 just came out. I know.
Versace
I
Dolphin,
know.
Vanilla Gorilla.
Vanilla Gorilla. The Peach Panther, baby.
Cody
Pinky Python. Like I don't know.
Ain't no
So
middle.
social medias. What is it?
So
it's straight up just past
Past
comfort
comfort.
on everything.
Fa-
Y'all
Facebook
got
is-
that lucky.
OG.
Get the fuck out of here.
Facebook though is Past Comfort Band.
Past comfort band.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might be able to change it. I doubt it's taken. I mean, unless there's another Past
It's
Comfort.
even my
that I don't know
Xbox
about.
gamer tag. So.
And my
Yeah.
PlayStation one, honestly. Yeah.
I can't believe that's
And
not
our band name.
That's lucky. Yeah, and your, interesting. Tell me more about this Past Comfort Band you speak of.
Well, you see.
I mean, we're glad it worked out that way because
Yeah.
that was not the case with like the older names we've had.
Oh, yeah,
that
Never-
was the
it
reason we
fucking-
switched over.
dude, mine was an actual person. So the people who follow that like actual person from the 1800s had all the shit already taken for Lame Johnny. It's
Yeah.
like fuck.
It does.
And then My Hands to War, we forgot all our old shit when we broke up, so we literally had to rebrand as like My Hands to War Band because we
Yeah.
couldn't get into any of the
Yeah.
old stuff.
Spencer, stop calling Kurt. We're busy.
He's
Just trying to
texting
call
me
me.
right now about
Well,
that
we're-
thing in July.
We're wrapping this bitch up, so everybody, dude, thank you guys so much.
you. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man, this has been fucking
Oh, we
been a
just
ton
got
of fun.
started.
super fun. I mean, what do
All
you
right.
want to talk about?
Next session.
The fact that
now.
let's talk about how the fucking PayPal still hasn't sent me my fucking money for
Yeah, that's
you.
really weird.
I'm pissed.
Damn.
I would be pissed too.
I'm fucking pissed. I owe
Is this
Kurt.
the same thing you talked about on the Go for Gold podcast where it was holding your money from you?
No, that was a completely different thing. That was not.
paid?
There's one
Man's
really
getting paid.
big topic that we completely didn't
What?
hardly mention. Our new single "Holding Out" came out 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't
we
even
totally
talk
talked
about
about
it.
it.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
definitely brought that up, and then you were like, "Let's talk about it later."
I did. Okay. Well, before the social shit, which we already did. Go.
Well, basically, we put it out March 15th on the first day of tour, and if you use Spotify, you can find it on New Punk Tracks and the Scene playlists by Spotify.
Is it only on Spotify?
No,
No, it's on
Apple
everything.
Music,
but
on
if
all
you use-
platforms.
yeah, it's doing the most well on Spotify.
The traction.
Yeah,
Sure. Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, they got put on a playlist with 300,000 followers.
Holy fuck. I think I
so
saw
did-
that actually.
So
I
did
did.
Go
I did
for
see
Gold as well. I think we're both
Yeah.
on that playlist. So
that.
it's
Is
been-
so cool.
Yeah.
been really
It's
cool.
weird how they do it because it's like,
Yeah.
Algorithm
Yeah,
is
it's
really
The
messed up.
algorithm shit, dude.
Yeah,
It's like
we're
based
not-
on what you listen to, but like not really.
We're not getting as much pull as we should be. That's for sure.
But
Yeah.
still, it's only been like a little over 2 weeks, and it's almost at like 5,000 streams.
That's
yeah,
badass.
we're really thankful.
That's
It's
badass.
really
5,000%.
So anybody who's listening to this who has listened to that song, thank you a bunch. 'cause
Yeah,
it-
thank you very much.
And if you haven't, go fucking
go do it,
listen.
fucking do it.
Listen
It's a
to
really
these
good
tracks, ho.
And the new songs won't sound like that. So the new songs will not sound the same.
Oh,
a
okay.
bunch.
So this is like a one-off deal, or
Well, no, I mean it's all gonna be like within the same like
One cohesive
echelon
idea.
of us of who we are, but like we're touching on different dynamics for each song. So
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say like that song's a little pop punky. One of our songs that we're playing but haven't recorded is like a straight up pop song. Some of the stuff is a little more chill and emo, kind of
Okay.
like yeah, like we're just
shoegazy.
yeah, shoegazy, chorus pedals and reverb.
Emo is
Emo.
Yeah,
We invented it.
like if you like
Bohemian Rhapsody
movements in Citizen and the story so far,
Okay.
and
Cool.
maybe
And
even
Go for Gold.
and Emerosa and Go for Gold and
Yeah,
Couch
apparently,
Junkie.
because the two-show fucking band is famous as hell.
Dude, it's insane.
It's amazing. I dig the trajectory of both you guys.
Hey, they played 3 shows
Thank
now,
you.
Corey.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Oh, let's
Fayetteville.
plug
Or Fort Smith.
Kurt's gallery that's coming up
Ooh, yeah.
real quick.
This
yeah.
will be out before that, so yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Go, Kurt.
Um,
Go.
Go, Kurt.
There will be photos
Mm-hmm.
printed in physical form.
Yeah, your frame's sitting outside.
Can I come
I
look
have,
at
to,
them?
I have to
I need
go
to look
route
at
it out.
that.
I need you to actually show me which piece you want.
Printed in physical form. It's a concert photography gallery, so it's just going to be photos of various bands that I've shot over the years. I'm trying to curate it to make it a lot of shots that just never saw the light of day. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff that you haven't seen on my social media. There's going to be obviously some favorites here and there that like are just too good not to like
Right.
get physically printed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be really cool. It's May 11th from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm going to have a secret special guest perform later in that night. So to just kind of tie it all together, since it's about concert photography and things like
Right.
that.
and dance,
Will
you have a
you be taking
dance.
photographs?
Will I be taking photographs?
Yeah.
I will not be. My friend Chris Flint is actually going to be doing that.
And I'll be working security, so if you fuck around, you get your jaw bit off.
Talk shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll edit that last part out.
I don't hit, I bite.
No, my friend Chris Flint is going to set up a like a little photos booth within the gallery.
Oh,
So
cool.
he'll be taking photos of everyone throughout the night. You'll be able to go in there, like get a portrait taken with your friends and stuff like that.
And where can they find like the address and stuff?
So the address will be released closer to the time,
Okay.
because it's where someone lives. So I don't want
Right,
to just
right.
blast that out there and then
Yeah.
people be creepy or any shit
Yeah, right.
like that.
True.
So it will be in downtown Little Rock though, in that area. So it'll be super easy to find. Sorry,
Super hard to find.
super easy to find. Plenty of parking, things like that. So it'll be a fun time. And hopefully I see lots of friendly faces and
Yeah, man.
new faces, and yeah,
And it's free.
it's a free event. Yeah.
Just bring money and buy portraits, you
I wanna
fucking
go.
bunch of scoundrels.
Yeah.
What's your social media?
Kurt Lunsford photo on pretty
Graphic.
much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be a fun time. Past Comfort might show up.
You better.
Can I
They're,
come?
they're
I
not
don't
the
know,
super
we're kinda-
secret
Am I gonna
special
be-
guests, but
Sad react.
I'm gonna sad react to the whole event.
just do it, please. Any engagement is good.
And I'm gonna come and cry like in
We need
person.
if you just like start a fight with someone in the event page, like
In the
that's fine with
comments?
me.
Okay.
Because
Oh, okay.
because then it just brings attention.
like
to
that's
your-
why I sad react and like do all of that to
Yeah.
people's posts, because like it drives engagement. Like Justin mad reacted to something I posted earlier, and I immediately messaged him and was like, "Why'd you mad react?" He was like, "Why do you sad react?" I was like, "That exact reason." Like, so it starts conversation. It makes me want to like talk to you and say,
Right.
"Hey,
You heard it
what's
here,
going
folks.
on?"
Stop talking back to Kurt. No. He's
Hey,
just
no,
picking
keep
on
talking
you.
back to
Hey,
Kurt.
Little Rock
Drives
locals, hit me up. Oh, are you local to Little Rock?
Ooh, yeah, Kurt. Yeesh.
What?
Kurt's ruthless.
I was
Kurt,
talking
not
about
Kurt, I was
whenever
like,
you
Senator
smoked
Kurt.
that.
Oh
person.
wait, no, yeah, that comment.
Dick's
Okay,
hater
that was pretty
Kurt.
funny.
Senator
That was
Curtis.
Didn't he delete his comment after I
Yeah.
said that?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Kurt's
Yeah.
gave him away.
Oh, he's good at it though. He's savage, dude. I
Ooh.
fucking love it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Senator
man,
Kurt
I
over
just
here
wanna
out
see-
over the Little Rock music scene.
Everyone reach their full potential. And
That's
if I can
great.
help in any
Me
way,
too.
That's
Me
why
too.
we love you.
if I can help in any way, that's great.
Even if it's
But
calling out
also
the
pay me.
bullshit. At least
But also
somebody's
pay
doing
me.
it.
Yeah, fucking pay Kurt Lunsford if you hire him to do photos.
Pay this fucking man.
Please.
You get magazine quality. I was
Dude,
just talking to my friend about it the other day.
don't
and I was
deserve
fucking
him.
yelling. You get magazine fucking quality photos
It's insane.
that literally belong in fucking anywhere but in your shitty little Facebook lineup, and it's almost free.
I mean,
It's-
it's not almost free.
It's not free, but it feels free.
Yeah, you should charge a
it's
lot
so
more than
good.
you do.
Yeah,
except
well, he
for
is.
us.
He's
Hey,
about
that's
to.
changing.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
it's changing.
right.
That is changing.
Good,
I guess
and
we're
I'm
not
proud
friends
of
with
you.
Kurt anymore.
Oh, damn.
Hey.
I'm proud of him.
It's insane. Yeah, Kurt.
Because
is
honestly, if he was like,
the most
bro, it's
impressive.
going to be this much now, and it was extremely more than that, I'd be like, yeah, cool, still
yeah,
paying it.
yeah, fucking
Yeah.
worth
Worth
it.
Oh,
Take out a
really?
mortgage on my house.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would.
let's go.
But don't do
Don't
that.
give me any ideas now.
Well,
You should charge.
That's what
this.
Corey told me like a few months ago. He was like, "You should be charging more, but also don't."
Charge other people more.
That's all of us. We're like, Kurt, you're incredible. You should charge more.
yeah,
But hey, buddy, don't do that.
it's like that thing where you want the deal. It's like, no, you don't get the deal. If you're going to preach, you have to pay.
That's
you know?
why. That's why I wanted y'all's input in like other bands though, because I want to still be fair and like accessible to as many people as possible.
Okay, be
but-
honest. Did I take it way over the top? Did I fuck? Because dude, I sent him like a dictionary.
that's how I felt. That sounds
Pretty
like a
much
book.
everybody did that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I feel like this sounds really
I-
stupid.
I
but
commented
hope it
today-
helps.
He was like
Very-
asking me a bunch of questions and stuff, and then I answered them, and he was like, "Oh fuck yeah, you should be charging more."
Well, I knew you should be charging more, but I thought he wanted to reinvent how photography gets paid for. So I went like way.
No,
on-
he came up with like 5 or 6 different concepts and was like, "You could do this, or you could do that, or you could do that." And I was like, "Corey, you're going
yeah.
don't go too far."
Mine was
here.
like literally like an inch big
Should I make
comment
more
on your
money?
post you had on Facebook that was like, you could do this, and you were like, you didn't even react to it. I was like, you're like, shut the fuck up.
Hey, I was fielding a lot of like messages at that time.
It's fair. I
So-
mean, I knew my input, but I was like, hey, Kurt likes content on his stuff, so I might
That's
as well
true,
comment,
yeah.
So might as well do something.
All right, guys. Anything else?
Oh, man.
We love you.
Thanks for having
Oh,
us.
Thanks, man. I love you guys too.
We're
Yeah,
really
dude,
excited
anytime.
to play with you and this
Hell
next
yeah.
couple months. It's gonna be really
May
fun.
25th.
May
Go
25th.
for gold.
Oh yeah.
the
CD
people in the
release show.
back.
Bow, 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 bow.
Shout out to my mama for believing in me.
Dude, have you? I've not seen
hit us
Couch
up if you need
Jackets yet.
tickets.
Oh well, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
so
dude, yeah.
excited.
Hit up any of the bands for tickets. They are
Don't hit up
$10.
Go for Gold. Hit up all the other bands.
Yeah. Hit up all the other bands. Don't let Go for Gold sell their own tickets to their own show.
Yeah.
I bought tickets from all the bands except Go for Gold.
And
You're good,
My
man.
Hands to War.
We're
No, I bought tickets from you.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
You just
Oh.
don't know it yet because he bought
Oh.
tickets from us and we don't even.
And
have
we
them
didn't
yet.
even have them.
Cool.
In our
Oh
hands.
yeah, maybe that's why I only have the
I
amount.
forgot that at my
Cool.
shop.
All right, so everybody, it's Crashcast Pod, and on Twitter it's Crashcast Pod 1, but I don't actually fucking use that, so I don't
should
know why I
use
keep
Twitter
saying
more.
it. I'm probably going to delete it.
You should use Twitter more.
I suck
I will
at
help
it.
you.
Okay.
You should use Twitter more.
Yes. We should just restart this whole thing. And I already said thank you, but we kept going. But thanks again, guys. This
you.
has been really fucking fun.
Anytime.
And Chance, hit that space bar for me.
Doodle.
Thanks for listening.